walked in, and immediately I knelt down and touched her feet, and she gave me this wonderful, wonderful bon fete I'll never forget it. And because we didn't want to take her time, I started to get up. And she handed me the card. And as I was going to rise up, she said, "Look at your card." And I had to open my card in front of Mother. And there was the old name and the new name. And then I started to cry. And I don't know how long I was on her feet.
We're about to cry here too.
And the last one, because we have to go. It was balcony darshan on the old balcony, which we call Balcony Street, where the balcony was much, much lower than when Mother moved up to the third floor. And you could almost feel that you could touch her feet. So I would stand directly under where her feet would be, just so I could look up a little bit. And you know, even if there were 5,000 people there, we all knew the moment that Mother looked at us. You felt it so strong. It was like she locked into you and gave you what you needed. And then one day, she looked at me and her eyes turned to diamonds, spinning diamonds. And they hit me right here, and I fell back 3 feet. And it was so powerful, whatever she did. And I told my friend, Marilyn, and she said, "Oh, that's not such a unique experience." She said, "Go to the library, there's a painting there by Janina, a Polish disciple, and Mother's eyes are like spinning like that, and you'll have the experience." Well, I went to the library, and there it was. She had captured it. She had captured the experience in a painting.
Yes.
Do we really? Well, no, we will.
One more, okay. Sam Spanier founded Madhugiri in New York, and it was for a long time the only center in that area. And he came to India to meet Mother, and he tells this story that he stood under the balcony to receive Mother's darshan, and this young fellow pushed him aside because that was his space. And that was me.
How old are you?
I just turned 23. I saw Mother once, only one time, in the playground, because just after that she retired. She was sitting there, and I was just concentrating. So I was standing next to this friend of mine, his name was Dimitri, who lived to be 100 in the ashram, and he was a friend of many, many years. And Mother got up, and suddenly she started walking out, and she looked only at me. All the way out, she was like this, looking at me. I don't know what happened. It was one of those extreme extraordinary experiences where everything was silent after that. Totally silent. I remember hearing Dimitri said, "Mother had eyes only for you," but I didn't know anything. I was just...
Maybe it's because you showed that person. She was looking at you. You did something, didn't you?
I've written many poems to Mother and Sri Aurobindo. And in the period of my life when things were most difficult, because my wife had ovarian cancer and was given only 3 weeks to live, Mother gave her 3.5 years. And all during that time, Sri Aurobindo poured poetry through me. So the grief and the pain all came out in the poetry, which I don't recommend that you necessarily read, but he helped me so much. And that help is available at every moment of our lives. Really. Mother says he's there for anyone to see him if they can open to him. He's right here. I've seen him many times. And he's blessed me. So I'm going to end with one experience, my last experience with Sri Aurobindo, which Amal has written about. He was seated in the great hall in the subtle physical, which is his home. And he welcomed me. And I knelt down before him. And he let me massage his feet.